Alright, I'm still a little bit sick, but we will not be messing the hell around today. We've got a rifle, and so now we're not going to be getting screwed over by no enemies. We got Novelist, we got a rifle, unfortunately without homing ammo because I forgot just truly how expensive homing ammo is. I could get like plenty because you can buy it in the awesome shop for a decent-ish deal. But now that I think about it, until we start fighting spiders, I don't need homing ammo, to be fair. So yeah, we're just gonna send it without it for now. So yeah, anyway, today we're gonna be trying to get a fuel plant going. I guess technically I forgot to mention I upgraded the coal plant. It now does a little under 8,000 and it uses all of the coal from the lake instead of half of it. I also upgraded the belts, so it is fully stable now. Fully stable at 8K, as well as having put down some batteries for a bit of a power backup just in case, because this plant is going to be very power hungry. Now, I did some of the math, and it should make about 15,000 megawatts, which is a lot less than I would have expected, considering it's going to be using the full 1800 oil from the oil islands. All of it, literally all of it, is only going to be 15,000 megawatts on normal fuel, which is kind of insane because that's a terrible conversion ratio. Like, fuel is still pretty mid even after the changes, but I'm still going to commit to it from the perspective of like, well, yeah, it's not going to stay as normal fuel for long, because eventually it's just going to keep working its way up. So from fuel to turbo fuel to rocket fuel to ionized fuel. So eventually at least the generators of this factory will stay down, and they'll just keep being better and better as time goes on. So I don't feel as bad spending all the resources doing this now. Another thing is, I'm realizing we're gonna have to do a lot of small automation. What I should do is set up some temporary automation for stuff like Caterium, because like I don't have stupid Caterium automated anyway, so I can't comfortably make fuel generators because I don't have quick wire. I can get away with rubber because I set up temporary rubber. In fact, you can see it, I set up rubber and plastic as well as smokeless powder. That way I could unlock the rifle, as well as a few important things we're going to need, like Mark IV belts. However, if I wouldn't have done that, we would still probably be kind of screwed. Also, really running desperate on inventory space. I'm not sure if I want to use the inventory mod again. It feels like cheating, but it's also impossible to ever have enough inventory space for what you're doing. Like, at the scale you have to build in this game, the inventory is just always too small. It's never big enough, no matter what you do, to try and make it stay big enough. Then again, I guess, does it matter how big it is? Okay, we got a tiny platform here. Now, I did the calculations. How much room should I leave here? Maybe 2. That's probably a decent spot to put them. And we should need 12 refineries. 12 refineries should be how much fuel conversion? And when I say 12, I mean 12 fully overclocked. Because that's 1800 divided by 150 is 12, if I remember correctly. Bean Boy, I hate you. You're always in the way. I don't know if they did this on purpose in 1.0, but the beans seem to want to wander around your building a lot more. Like, whenever you're building stuff, the bean ticks or whatever really seem to like going near whatever you're doing a lot more. Which is a bit annoying, because they're always in the way. Now, It's just for the oil extractors, which is going to be the hard part. I already got the hard drive over here, as well as the slug, although there might be a few more. But yeah, here's a bit of a teaser at the new combat buffing. Okay, there's still a Mercer Sphere over there. But there's one big spitter, another big spitter, and then it's not spawned in, but there's a big runner that spawns over there as well. Here, let's get him to spawn in. He should spawn in around here-ish. He's not spawning in, but he spawns in that corner usually. But yeah, this is one of the easier drop pods around here I've found so far. Also, not to mention the new bigger crab hatchers. I don't think I've mentioned them yet, mostly because I didn't notice them when in the first episode when I came along here. But yeah, here's a perfect example. There's bigger crab hatchers now. Also, that's a geyser rock, so I don't know what that's doing there. Also, the weird, well, I still have no clue if it's a dolphin or not. But the weird dolphin screams are still going around. Still have zero idea if it's a dolphin. I think it's just ambient sound effects, but I don't even know. Now, here's a bit of dilemma. We don't have Mark II pipes yet, but working with 150s on Mark I pipes is not going to work for two reasons. One, the extractor is going to be pulling out 600, at least these two. Those two will be making 300 though. And also, because if I work with Mark II pipes and I just upgrade them, this will be in increments of 4. Yeah, no, I'm right. And then that's going to be 1, 2, and then there's going to be the third one, which will be 2 of the extractors merging, because 2 of the nodes are normal instead of whatever the heck. Instead of the 2 nodes further that way are normal, I'm pretty sure, instead of pure. These are pure, and then that one's normal, and there should be another one, I thought. Maybe there isn't another one. I wonder if they got rid of a node. Because I'm fairly confident this is a oil node right here. On this weird square, usually. Or it used to be, at least. I don't know, we're gonna have to go check because it's only listing 3 of them. Actually, here, let me check SCIM. Yeah, SCIM also says there's 4 nodes. And SCIM is up to date for everything other than conveyor belts. So, odd, I'll have to check on that then, I guess. And then the outputs are going to be 1200 total, so 2 segments of 6. Okay, so that's all the piping in terms of refineries. Now it will have the downside that we'll have to take care of the polymer resin, because that's going to go up to 75. Holy cow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. I haven't been collecting really that many of the Mercer Spheres and stuff that I've been coming across while collecting, you know, power shards. But I really should, because I did the math, and just to max out the dimensional depots, you need 95 Mercer Spheres. Plus, you need 1 for each one you place down, I think? Yeah, you need 1 for each one you place down, and 95 to upgrade them to full, like, max capabilities. So we're gonna have to do one heck of a Mercer Sphere grind. Alright, so next oil node is this way. I should save just in case. Usually there aren't spiders around here, but based on the enemies I've been running into while grinding out slugs, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a radioactive hog here. Like, it would not surprise me at all. Oh, hello, lizard doggo. Yep, there's the oil node. I refuse to believe it's only protected by crab hatchers. Yeah, no, I think the oil node is there. Yeah, no, it is, unless it just doesn't work. It's right there. Does it seriously just not ping? No, it doesn't ping. This node doesn't show up, and that means it probably never has. Because I've never seen more than 3 actually in-game. Are those big guys? I can't tell, they look tiny. Oh wait, there's a geyser there? No, wait. No, it's just a normal big hog. But am I crazy, or is that an oil geyser? I've never seen a geyser with black stuff. Actually, they added new gases in 1.0. I don't think one of them's black, though. I can't scan geysers yet, unfortunately. Actually, SEIM would tell me. I don't feel like loading up my other save. Here, let me check. They probably have... Oh wait, no, it's just right here. Yeah, these are oil wells. There's resource wells for oil now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 oil wells here. There's 6 oil wells right there. Oh, interesting. So that means there's more oil than there used to be. That's good to know. Actually, well, I have it open. Are they in the Spire Coast too? No, it doesn't look like it. No, none of them are in the Spire Coast. Okay, so on top of being oil wells, there's 2 new spots with normal oil nodes as well. So there's 4 spots with oil nodes. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 spots with normal oil nodes and 2 spots with geysers of oil. Interesting. So there's just more oil overall now. That's gonna be useful. So far I haven't been harassed by anything particularly mean, so that's good. I expected much worse, but then again I went beyond the Rocky Desert last time. I went out and got absolutely massacred by freaking alpha hogs. Actually, what? Let me find out once and for all. SEIM definitely has the name. Where is it under? Okay, they're called beta hogs, and then the nuclear hog is the radioactive one. Okay, the radioactive one's called the nuclear hog, and then the nuclear one that isn't radioactive is called a beta hog. So there's the hog, the alpha hog, the beta hog, and the nuclear hog. Can kind of understand why I get them confused a lot. Although to be fair, I didn't notice while editing. I don't know if it was the last episode. Yeah, probably the last episode. I was getting things confused a lot. I was saying the wrong things entirely. So if I say something wrong, go off the gameplay instead of what I'm saying. Now, did I end up... Oh, no. No, I did. Okay, so that is overclocked already. Alright, I'm gonna go get more copper sheets. Probably plates, too, because I can't seem to... Oh no, apparently I do have plates. Yeah, I'm just gonna go get more materials. We need more materials. Alright, got some more materials, so now we should be able to actually get a bit more of the piping done with than just like the tiniest smidge and then run out instantly. So out of the 15k we're going to be making, at least for normal fuel, we're probably only going to be getting like, if I'm being rather conservative here, 12, okay, that's a bit too conservative, maybe even 13,000 of the 15k, if I'm being reasonable here, which is still good, don't get me wrong. Now we're not going to get all of that right now because, well, obvious reasons. Also, don't worry about me building everything kind of rushed. I don't have any designs in mind for these factories yet, so I'm just building them But a general idea I feel like I could work on later and make look okay. Like, I could see this as a bridge. I could see extending this a little bit to have a train coming in some way or another, so that would give a bit of an aesthetic there. The generators are obviously going to be going out that way, so there's no problem there. These refineries are all going to be gone, so that's not going to be an issue. A threat here. Like, I expected infinitely worse. Well, admittedly, it would be nice if the rebar gun did a bit more damage, because, like, this isn't great, and I'm pretty sure they debuffed the homing ammo again. So, I don't even think it does as much damage. And the reason I say that is even though it still says it has a damage of 3, they upped the capacity to 20. Even though they recently, well, I say recently, I think it was quite literally update 8, reduced it down to, what was it, 13 by chance? I don't know, but they reduced it and the capacity, and then reduced the capacity and the damage for either update 8 or 7. I want to say 8 though. Because they considered it too overpowered since it was better than turbo ammo for basically anything other than a like swarm of big enemies, which until now wasn't really a thing. Like until now with the new combat, with all the excess enemies in a lot of cases, like now it's justified that turbo ammo exists. Okay, finally we have a big guy. But yeah, that's a perfect example of why I love homing ammo. We only have a little bit here, so now we're out, but still. Even if it doesn't do as much damage, just the fact that not only does it auto-aim, but it also does a considerable amount of damage, and it's usable for spiders too, so you only have to carry 1 ammo, is why it's so good. Only have to carry 1 ammo, don't have to worry about spiders, because you don't have to aim for crap on them. As long as you're getting in a general area, it's good enough, and I don't have enough cable. Whatever, I can make do for now. I'm like stressing over like, oh well, I don't have cable and I'm gonna have to spend the next 10 minutes running. No, I can just make some for now, temporarily, to get this running. Well actually, you know, now that I say I'm surprised that this node is still not pinged when scanning, I'm actually not. Because odds are, well, I am surprised it's made it to 1.0. But what I'm not surprised by is it's probably been reported in the QA site, and they've just been ignoring it. I'll need at least 2 awesome sinks. I'll need 2 awesome sinks for the polymer resin for now, because I don't want to deal with it just yet. I am going to need 24 fuel-powered generators. And then we'll figure out the rest from there, I think, honestly. And then we're gonna go back. And we're gonna figure out what we need for Mark II pipes, as well as try and get quick wire automated, at least temporarily, because I don't really want to make that much of it. Actually, while I'm here, before I go take a trip to Caterium City, I should check on the Mark II pipes. I don't have heavy modular frames, do I? No. Ah, that's a problem. However, here's the thing. I have, you two bastards in here. You've given me 36. That's not enough, and you somehow ended up on the floor again. How? This is... You're actually in the foundation now. Okay, well I get 8 more, that's convenient. But it's still not enough. I'm not gonna worry about Mark II pipes right now though. Alright, I think these guys shouldn't be too problematic here. I actually need so many materials for the fuel generators that I literally couldn't bring all of them. I physically cannot store enough materials to get everything here at once. I'm just gonna awesome sink all the polymer resin for now. Some of it will end up going to plastic and rubber, but I just want to get the refineries running to begin with, so that's mostly my temporary solution for now. I'll leave 10 foundations before starting the generators. If I'm not mistaken, I need 6 per row for now. There's 3. And the ultimate question is, how close do I want these to be? Because, like, they can obviously be pretty freaking close. I usually space them out a lot more than you need. Yeah, like, this is plenty fun. Also, I'm realizing now that this doesn't have a center point. If it does, I might honestly fix it. There you go, it should be symmetrical now. You better be happy. I moved every single one of them over a tiny bit so they're symmetrical. I feel like there isn't a good way to run power poles or like next to power generators. The sound of the fuel generators starting up is really good though. And then the overclock kicking in makes them sound absolutely insane. Yeah, so obviously the pipes aren't keeping up for crap, but we've hit as high as 14k total, which is not only the power plant, technically it's also the coal plant and all of that, so yeah, but this is about a quarter of how much power we're going to be producing. Oh my god, that is terrible. I forgot how much more fuel generators tell you when your setup is borked. Like coal generators, it goes up and down a smidge, but like it's not that bad. Fuel has just no shame. It's like just, yeah, here's a mountaintop, have fun. But yeah, anyway, we need to probably get these upgraded to Mark II pipes already, and holy cow are they loud. It's kind of impressive. In fact, they're so loud that they're having problems like figuring out what sounds to play. Alright, it is Mark II piping time. So yeah, I've been grinding away and I unlocked Mark II pipes now, so we should finally be able to upgrade all of these to Mark II, and then everything should just work. We will have to sort out plastic and rubber, but that's probably going to be a problem for another time. We're also probably going to have to set up a train somewhere around here because this is becoming unbearable. It'll be interesting once this thing's all on turbo fuel. Now technically we're not going to have all the power yet, now that I think about it, because I forgot I ran out of overclock shards again. I only got to here, I couldn't finish all of them. So I'm going to need to get more power shards. But once that's done and I get the final power shards to finish off this row because I've run out again, that's going to be the final version of the V1 power plant for fuel. It should climb up a bit more here. It should stabilize if it's working right. Technically, something that's probably affecting it is the refineries down here, because they were still making plastic and rubber. Now, I will be able to make plastic and rubber out of this polymer resin, so there's that. That plastic and rubber is going to go to things later on. The thing is, it's probably going to be mostly plastic, because I don't know much of anything that needs a lot of rubber. Yeah, I think that's gonna mark it an end for this episode then. Because the only thing left is the plastic and rubber, which is going to be fairly easy. And then after that we're gonna get into Caterium, we're gonna get into black powder, smokeless powder, computers, heavy modular frames, and all that crap. And it's going to turn into hell. So I think it's probably safe to call it here before we get into all that chaos.